Hello, Dead 10. How are you? Welcome. So, how are you guys doing? Did you find a board? Did you buy something already, Dad? Oh, it's echoing. Give me a sec. Is it better now? Do I still sound? Do I still have echo? Damn. I think I found the cause. Hold on. What about now? Is it better now? Hey DCBN, welcome. I think I found the issue. Let me know if it's okay now. Alright. Yeah, I had to redo some things on my OBS and it seemed like I had 3 or 4 audio inputs enabled. Alright guys, so this is something I didn't have tracking and I almost forgot that I ordered. This is, I don't know if you guys saw that, it's an acrylic board with a handle called, oh, it's okay, Ten, no worries. Glad you're here now. So this is the Keyblade. It is an acrylic keyboard with a handle, basically. I ordered this a long time ago. Apparently shipping here to Brazil took a lot of time, but I finally received it today. And as you guys can see, the packaging is a little funky, so we're gonna check if the whole thing is intact inside. So yeah, I'm very anxious to see this thing because I bought it a long time ago. So you're getting your board for Christmas. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a very good time to buy keyboard stuff, right? All right. And by the way, welcome Blind Joker, welcome BCBN, welcome. Oh, and you know what? I have my address here, I forgot to take it out, so let me quickly take it out. Give me 1 second. Completely forgot this thing. Alright, now I should be safe, you see? Right, let me continue to open this thing. Right, let's see what we have here. We don't have anything with my address, I don't think, which is good. Alright, Keyblade and Zealand group buy. Let's see, so hold on. In this bag you will find an assortment of Keyblade and Zealand parts, accessories and more. This bag contains Keyblade or Zealand acrylic case, Keyblade or Zealand acrylic keychain, novelty Q-Lavier themed keycaps, Mo keycap stickers, and silicone anti-slip fit. Nice. All right. So very nice packaging, by the way. Very nice thing that comes with the package. Too bad I ripped this. Let's see what comes. There's a lot of nice stuff here, so let's see. Let's see what we got. We got this acrylic keychain, and you guys are very aware of my camera issues, so I need to find something to let's use the box to limit the focus. There we go. So let's see here. This is the Keyblade keychain, which is pretty nice. That's the front, and I can see a few burn marks here in the back. I don't think I can peel it, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Oh, cool. So I can peel it both on the front and on the back. So we don't have any burn marks anymore. I'll cut this off later. And here in the front, I think we'll have to do individual keys, which will take an eternity, and for that reason I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see if I can cut these things off. I really want to make a keyboard RGB. How would I go about that? So RGB is basically it depends on the PCB that you buy. Just make sure that you buy a PCB that has underglow. That's how the RGB is called on the PCBs. Let me cut this one as well. All right, and eventually I'm gonna cut out the keys as well. But yeah, it's a very, very nice keychain. Might as well use this. And then if you're into the ortho, if you're an ortho guy, well, you don't need to buy, if you get like a pre-built PCB, you don't need to buy anything. Just the PCB should be enough. A PCB like DZ60 from KB Defense. So we got this OEM keycap. And we got two DSA keycaps with the Q-Lavier logo. And then with the Keyblade icon here as well. Yes, DZ60. Take a look at that on KB Defense as well. That's a very nice entry-level PCB with underglow. Those are the feet, and I think that's everything. First and foremost, I want to thank you for the patience and support you're giving me the past few months. This project wouldn't have been possible without the mechanical keyboard community itself. If anything in this box is not up to standard, please contact me as fast as possible so we can resolve it. Okay, all right, so let's go back to the main attraction here. Let's start opening this guy. Hold on, but now that you mentioned switch, are you talking about underglow where you have the LEDs on the bottom? Or do you want something that you have per key RGB like you have on this keyboard of mine? Like if I take this out, do you want this per key RGB? Because if you want per key RGB, you need a different board. Oh, okay. So per key, there are a few limited PCBs that support that. The only one that I know that you can buy today, and even buying today, you're gonna wait a little bit because it's sold on a GB fashion. It's called the ZEAL60, ZEAL60. And if anyone in chat knows another one, I think the HS60 has a group buy going as well. So HC60, HS. Let me paste it here. So HS60 or ZEAL60. Those are the only two that I am aware of right now that you can buy with per key RGB. Oh, look at this. So I have a Zealand clear acrylic Keyblade. That's very cool. So apparently this is the way you handle it. And then you have the support for the Zealand PCB, which I happen to have here, but I won't have time to build it today. So let's take a look up close as well. You see that it has those golden pieces, screws, and it has different layers of acrylic. So this is called the Keyblade. It's a keyboard with a handle. And then here you have those also other screws with the golden detail. And then again, you're supposed, I think, to handle it like this, right? So I think that very shortly we'll build this guy. I already have a Zealand PCB waiting for that. Let's see if I can quickly find it here. So then, oh yeah, it didn't give me any other problems after I programmed it with Q&K. So everything is good with this, with it now. So, and then this is what we're gonna put inside. Maybe we can even fit it inside right now. So let me grab a proper tip for this. And I even reprogrammed it with my own layout, the things that I like and whatnot. So yeah, it's I've been using it since yesterday. All right, so just think that we'll need to make this, and I think it will be easier if we insert it from the bottom, maybe not. Yeah, we'll need to remove the whole thing in order to access and put the PCB here. So let me see if I can quickly do that. What do I need to open those guys? Yeah, I'll need to, damn it. I just, on. I lost a few stand-outs here. So I think I'll wait until I have a proper tool to unscrew this. And then I'll screw this when I am going to build this, because I don't want to harm this. But I guess you guys get the idea, right? So I want to build it real soon as well. It only needs a few switches, which is a plus. So I'll figure out which switches I'm gonna put here. I may go with the creamy switches. I know they sound very good with plastic. I already have a few looped. I would just need to, I want to add stickers to them individually. So I'll prepare that and then we can build this guy. And I can have a Keyblade. How cool is that? So yeah, unfortunately I won't be able to put the PCB inside, but let me know if you guys have any questions or anything you want to see about the Keeblade in particular. Anything, guys, you want to see? If not, this is gonna be the fastest stream I've ever did. Oh, this PCB board, this is called the Z-Lent, like this. Let me type here, Z-Lent, and it usually comes with a kit. And I 3D printed a case for mine, so this is the Z-Lent. So I built this 3D, I printed this 3D printed case, and I added MDA big bone here. So, and we're gonna use the same PCB here for this keyboard. And then we just need to solder the switches here and use the PCB mounts because to properly secure them to the PCB. Otherwise, you're gonna have a floating PCB. You just take out this sticker because you need to take the legs of 2 switches when building the Z-Lent. But I am familiar with that already. Oh, there's a lot of leftover sticker here, which sucks. What was wrong with the so on my M60 those 2 keys, so when I hit one key it was triggering both, and then one of the keys was doing nothing. Hey Gondo, look what I got. I got a Keyblade, man. You see? This is very, very useful. Yeah, this just arrived. I wasn't even expecting it. I didn't have tracking or anything. And then the guy called me downstairs and said, oh, look, we have a package for you. I said, what? So I need to remove this thing. Yeah, it's a lethal keyboard for sure. Man, look at the mess that this guy did, the Z-Lent guy. I'll have to use some isopropyl alcohol here. Or IPA if you want. I don't have a cotton ball yet, so I'll have to use some paper towel. Keeblade PvP, we finally have the right tool, the proper tool. My boy's learning. But you know, I didn't retire this guy. Hey Sind! I've been waiting for you, so now I can defend myself. Yeah, and my only self-defense is the Keyblade, imagine that. And it's impressive how effective IPA is. Like, I removed almost all of the gunk that I had here. Don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but let me try. Trying to find, yeah, so there is some light. So here you can see that it's completely clean, right? But before it was like a royal mess. So very nice, very nice. So I want to build this pretty soon. I just want to loop some switches. Shield keyboard, right? and then you type from inside. You hold the shield like this, right? And then here you have a small one-hand keyboard for the shield. So you hold it like this. What do you think? Oh, for sure. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Look at this acrylic at the bottom. I think when it's built, it's gonna be like a pretty nice board. Shield macro pad, I like that. How are we gonna call it? How can we mix that with keyboard or macro pad? Macro shield maybe. Shield pad, I don't know. Yeah, that was genius. Okay, we clean this up. This is basically ready to be built. Okay, the reason for lubing switches is that switches by themselves, they are usually a little scratchy. So people do it for two reasons. One, to make it smoother, and two, to make the sound a little more, how can I say, a little more thock and a little less, I don't know, more, how do you say it? I forgot the word. I can show you how we do it, how we go about this. Let me just pump the AC here because it's really hot here in Brazil today. And I got this thing now that I can trigger my AC from my phone or even via voice, but I still didn't find out how to change the. I can only do it from here, but I can set the temperature using Alexa. I can say, Alexa, set the temperature to 16 degrees. Alexa, set the temperature to 16 degrees.
The AC is set to 16.
You see? That's pretty cool. So let me show you how we go about that. Oh no, like last week it was really cold where I live. Really cold for us Brazilian, right? It was maybe 15 C, which from some people is nothing. So let me show you how we go about lubing switches. Now that you asked. So this is a tool we use. I personally use this. Some people use a screwdriver. I can show you how to do that as well. Let me see. We have here. I have an MX style switch. So basically, you can do it one of two ways, right? If you only have a screwdriver, you need one like this, like a regular screwdriver, not Phillips, not Allen, not. Oh, and this is too big to be honest. But basically, you poke this 2 feet here, one at a time, and then you push it, and then it will probably open. I don't use that technique for a long time. What I use is this, which is a 3D printed thing, and then you basically align the pins, those pins with the pins that secure the top housing, and then you push it down like this, and then you can basically open it, right? So the way you lube it depends on the way of switches that you are lubing. Sometimes we lube for two kinds of switches basically, tactile or linears, right? I think this is a tactile. So for tactiles, you only want to lube the rails here. That's what I do at least. Those two pieces. And then I also lube the back of the switch. So this part with a little brush like this. So, and sometimes I even use a switch plier that I 3D printed like this. And this is going to Gondo, by the way, along with a switch opener. And then basically what you do is you take some lube, right? And then you apply it gently on this rail, you turn it around, do the same thing with the other side, and then you apply it in the back here, right? Depending on what you, that's for if in case your switch is a tactile. If it's linear, you can loop the whole thing. We usually loop the front of the switch or the back of the switch, the noops, which are those little feet here. I also loop the pole. I also do that for tactiles. And then people loop the spring. Most people either use a brush to do that, or they put it in a bag and they bag loop the springs. And then I also loop on the housing, I loop the rails here and here. And also I like to loop the bottom of the switch, like down there. And then that's basically what you do. And then some people use like a loop station where you can put all your switches. And then you can do like an assembly line and put the spring back, put the looped stem back on, and then you basically close, and that's it. Hey, Undecided, how are you? No, I have the boards here that have been looped for years. All right, Gondo, thank you for joining, man. Thank you very much. Love you too. So, and I never had to reloop them. So I would say that it is fair to assume that eventually you may need to reloop them, but so far I didn't have to reloop anything or any switch. So this is basically how we do switch looping. And I don't even know, I think this is Gatoron Browns, like a very bad switch. Just what I had lying around here. Probably desoldered it from somewhere. Any other questions that I can answer? It can be about Keyblade or not, anything you guys. Oh, you know what I can do, and I should probably do? Put on the feet here. So let me do that. Put on the rubber feet. So I'll probably want to align the one here and the one at the top. I'll try my best to align it like so. That doesn't look aligned, does it? There we go. Use this as a reference, so we're a little bit off. Move it like that. It's fine. Yes, this particular Keyblade is for the Z-Land. Yes. See how good this feels. Like this. Yeah, already feels nice, but I want to put maybe one here. And you know what? It doesn't need one because this thing acts as one of the feet. So I think this is pretty stable as is. So we'll leave it like that. I think they have other models. They have one that is for an ortholinear keyboard. I don't know which others they have. But I think this is going to be pretty nice because I can solder, I think, an RGB strip at the bottom of this board, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, you have to solder the LEDs here. So I'll see if I have patience to do that. But this is for, yeah, this is for, not for underglow. Because those things are facing up, so I don't know. So last I heard, Sind, I think 10 is just joining the hobby. Yeah, you see, he's just joining, just getting started. Anything else, my friends? Yeah, welcome. Yeah, I really like the Zealand. And you may look at this board and say, oh, it's super hard to type, and it isn't. It's the best kind of ortholinear you'll find. I think this thing has Gateron yellows. No, Revo whites, maybe? Yeah, I think Revo whites. Oops, and this is upside down. So yeah, tell us then, what board are you planning on buying? I know you want some underglow. Not underglow, you want per key RGB, right? So, for starters, I would say Enjoy PBT is a solid bet. What do you guys think? It's a good compromise in quality versus price. Yeah, I know Sind likes SA, but you have to kind of experiment with the profiles to see what's good for you. I always prefer cherry profile, which is, I think, the most common profile amongst enthusiasts, something like this. So you can see that the profile is like that. So it's somewhat sculpted, but the keys are not that tall. You have another less common example here, which is called MDA. So it is sculpted, but more uniform. Yeah, Underglow is gonna be a lot cheaper. PCBs for per key switch, they are around $100, $120 if you're going with the ZO PCB. Oh yeah, the other idea is to get cheap PBT caps from either KBD Fans or KP Republic. They carry nice PBT keycaps as well. So just look for PBT and then cherry profile or whatever you feel like experimenting with first. Yeah, and then OEM is the same as you're looking on cherry, but they are taller. They're sculpted similarly, but all the keys are taller. There is a good image somewhere. Let me try to find it. Comparison of keycap profiles. Yeah, I have it here. Let me try to show this.
running wild. We got a good thing going. Why we gotta feel amplified. Staying to the morning. Countless hours spending by your side.
Almost there, guys.
You look at me, I'm soaring. Seeing all the truth behind your eyes. See you. For a moment, even hope that I can feel you.
Just make this smaller. Oh, that's great. I have the whole screen again here. Hold on. There we go. So now let's see if I can show you this. Let me make this bigger. Oops. Yeah, so those are the profiles. So my next build stream, probably, what day is today? Wednesday. I'll see if I can make one tomorrow for this, for the Keyblade, or for the key coat. But let me show you the different profiles. So this is DSA. You can see that all the keys look the same, right? So this is supposed to be, I think, row 0, row 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? This is FO2C, this is Alps on the 80s. Laptop. So this is SA. Can you see how different the keys are and how sculpted they are? They are like this. So you can imagine that you're seeing the keyboard from the side, like this, right? So this is the. So yeah. So you have SP, you have Alps, you have Cherry, you have DCS. I have a DCS board here. Alps, Taihao, and then OEM. And I think Taihao and OEM are very, very similar, if not the same. So, and my favorite is Cherry, is this profile here. So see, and I'm probably gonna do a build tomorrow, either of the Keyblade, and if I have patience to move all the switches I need for the key code, I may do the key code, but I'll let you know. What do you think about this PCB? So let me take a look. So this is the KBD2X. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This also has in switch RGB. I think you should get it. The price is good. Just pay attention because the bottom row here is non-standard. This is what they call the WQL bottom row, so you need a 7U spacebar and whatnot, which should come in most PBT kits. And DCS is very similar to Cherry. We have DCS here. I bought this Alps DCS kit. So this is my Alps Brown board, and can you see how similar it is? You get a Cherry board here. It's very, very, very similar. Oh my god! This M68 with the weight, it's very heavy. They always have a hard time putting it back. But yeah, this is a nice set, I think, the Alpine that I got. I really like this set. And it has a lot more compatibility for Alp, so if I do a split shift, which I may do soon as well, I can reuse those keys there. Yeah, the WQL layout is very good. It really is. Oh no, one-hand the elephant is impossible. I gave up on that. It's right here as well. But two hands for this baby. And look at this grilled cheese. So what else, my friends? Good PCB looks pretty good. Just need to know, yeah, what case and plate I need. Yeah, I think that if you get like the standard B plate from KB Defense, that should be enough. I have one right here because I'm sending this one to Gondo. And as you can see, the bottom here is really this Swiss cheese, a lot of open spaces. So if you get this, I think it will definitely fit the WQL bottom row. This one in particular is aluminum, but they also sell polycarbonate, which I think is pretty nice. They also sell aluminum or aluminum, and tofu is a solid choice on KB Defense. So I would go with tofu. I would get that plate, either aluminum or stainless steel, and then get the tofu. No, there is no full-size keyboard plate. At least not easily obtainable. Not that I know of. Oh, a full-size keyboard. The spacebar is going to be 6.25U. For that PCB, you need a 7U spacebar. So you won't be able to get, like if you have a keyboard now, you won't be able to transfer that. Unfortunately. Because of the non-standard. If that's your goal, you need a standard 60% layout. Like the one that I showed. No, that's not 60% layout. Let me get one here that has that layout. So this is an N Pro. And this is the layout. You can for sure use keys from a 60% layout, from a full-size standard keyboard. If you have like a Razer or Corsair, they have different bottom rows. But if you get something standard like Keymaster, Cooler Master, or something like that, you're golden. So for stabilizers for that particular board, I think if you go with the split spacebar, meaning if you want to do something like this, where you use the backspace here and you do split spacebar, you only need stabilize. And then if you want to also do what I did here and have the function key right here, you only need stabilizers for return, shift, and spacebar. Now if you're trying to do the standard layout like this, you need stabilizers for backspace, enter, shift, this shift, and spacebar. So basically for standard you need 4 2U stabilizers and one 6.25U stabilizers. If you're doing the WQL layout, you're gonna need, depending, if you don't do the split here and here, you're still gonna need 4 2Us and then one 7U stabilizer. Does that make sense? So for standard, oh, this is a very cheap DSA set that I bought a long time ago. This is DSA, and I have kept this on my N Pro ever since. Can you see how centralized this shift is and these shifts are? It's kind of bad. I do not have a ducky. Nowadays I only have one OEM keyboard, which is I forgot the name, the GMMK, and of course the N Pro as well. And I forgot the name. This keycap is called NKPC DSA. And the reason I'm looking there is because I have the box of it. Yeah, so if you like this layout, a couple of things that you may not like very much is that it lacks arrows, right? But a lot of people do arrows like this. The new N Pros have that. You can do WSAD plus function if you want to put function like here or here, whatever you want. So you could use this, and if you want this, you need something like the DZ60, or if you want the per key thing, you will need the 060 or similar.
Every time I try to talk about the situation, my words fall on deaf ears with more confusion. You know that I can treat you better, and all of these years I've wasted.
Any other question, guys, before I wrap this up? Yes, you can buy them on KBD Fans. Look for DZ60 and then the DZ60B plate. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, if you meant 060, you cannot buy them on KBD Fans. I think the only one that has per key RGB is the one you linked. I did rebuild, no, I mean, depend on when. It's not original. As a matter of fact, this guy has, I think, box switches. No, it has Hako switches. It has Hako clears. Hey Raul Haas, thank you so much for the subscription. I don't know if you're here in chat. Let me know if you are. But thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, I have Hako clears here. What do you mean by here are aligned? I did solder this with a desoldering, one of those desoldering tools, and I lifted 2 pads, I think, on this keyboard while doing that. Oh, you mean that the switches are aligned, and the N Pro doesn't come with them aligned? Oh, I see. Oh, they are all screwed, all twisted. Yeah, no, I redid this completely. I redid it from scratch. It took me a long time to desolder this. It's all good, Gu. You can always type in Portuguese if you can't say what you mean. I'll translate for you. No worries, I got you. What else, my friends? I'm about to wrap this up. I just want to see if you 10 have any other questions. Oh, you lived in Portugal for 7 months, so you kind of can get what he meant there. It's for dinner on a daily basis. So tonight I'll probably go out because it's my birthday. In case you guys don't know, it's my birthday today. So I'll go out with my wife and we're gonna eat something special. But I usually have, thank you, Ted. I usually have chicken, like grilled chicken with sometimes rice, sometimes only grilled chicken for dinner. Sometimes I do some pasta. I'm lucky enough that I have a lady that cooks for me once per week. So she leaves like portioned food for me to eat every day. So today, for instance, if I wasn't going out, I would eat some chicken that is already semi-done. I'm enjoying, man. Yeah, no, I'm waiting for my wife to arrive and then we're gonna go out. And thank you, Sind. But I also like, during the weekends, I like to have my burger and things like that. But during the week, I try to eat on this diet that I have. Because I just turned 40, right? So, you know, the body is not the same. You see a lot of fat here and there, so you have to be careful. Anything else, my friends? I am, trust me, I am. Alright guys, it was very nice seeing you here. Welcome back, Ten. You're welcome to drop by every time I'm live. I'll be glad to answer your questions and help you throughout the pets of this hobby. And one piece of advice. Your taste will change along the way, so make sure that you don't buy a lot of the same stuff. Because you see that with time you're gonna get a more refined taste for stuff and your personal taste. So yeah, and if you can go to like meetups and things like that, that's another great way of getting to know different boards, different fields and whatnot. Awesome. We're looking forward to that. All right, guys, you guys take care. I'm gonna go and celebrate my 40th birthday, right? All right, guys, take care and see you later. Bye.